I'm trying to be all careful. Ba-da-dunk. Ba-da-dunk. This guitar, I tell you, well, it's the space, really. But it's the guitar also, but I love it. I love it. So many angles to hold on to. Look at this. Anyway, must be feeling extra good. So, follow your bliss. Follow your bliss. I take that literally, which means I focus on the feelings that are inside my body almost as much as I can. To the point now that physical reality outside of me doesn't quite have the same sting it used to have. If that makes sense. It doesn't seem, oh, maybe that's why alright, we need one of those things that can tighten these things. I see. See what happens when you're feeling good? Oh, I guess I could just look at my guitar and found that on my own. But, who wants to do all that shit? Yeah, physical reality. It's weird because I say it seems less important, but really it's not quite right. It's even better now. It's even better, but I'm not focused on it as much. But it's even better, if that makes sense. Follow your bliss. Take it literally. Literally, you little bitches. In a loving way. Feeling pretty extra good today. So I think I just need to tighten that little nut on the back of the guitar. I'm guessing. Ha! Well, that makes me feel so much better. Although I wasn't really worried about it to begin with. Actually, I just kept jiggling it until it worked. Still makes me feel better. So I'll take it. Oh, I did a little scratching around. I forgot where I was. Never mind. No, I did not. They realized too late they were just making me more powerful. I am transmutation. I am alchemy. They found out much too late. It's too late now. It's too late. Now you're gonna have to grow. But it's what we're here to do. It's what we're here to do. You can grow a little too. It's what we're here to claim. It is all mundane until you figure out where you need to be focusing. You can change a little too. You can change a little too. You can change a little too. You can change a little. Don't worry, it's already an immense process. It's been happening every time you were born. Refining the lights you are and adorn. Every time, everywhere you were born. Love buried by misconception, deliberately or not. It's time. This is not my first rodeo. I know I could be with anyone. I know I could have a lot of fun. I go where I want to go inside first. You know, reflect that shit all up in my life. Doing things you wouldn't normally do. You're getting confused. No need to visibly switch sides. I already business when I think about you. And I love you because you are playing the human game too. So I have tons of compassion. I can't help but love every being that wants to try to be a deliberate creator in this human world. Every being who has the ups and downs, the hardships, the struggles, the pushing through and realizing it was all for you. I love you guys all. So, do what you do with that. Even if in the moment I may forget. Emotions are not a static thing. Feelings, moods are not static. Work's not the right word. I practice at being an unconditional love. And I admit, it is showing itself as an inside-out emotion in my reality now, even when I'm not trying to do it. It'll just come up, which tells me it has a life of its own now, and I don't really have to focus on it too much. So without, can't be there all the time. That's not the way fucking vibration works. How would vibration work if it was just stayed there the whole time and didn't vibrate? You gotta go up and down to make it what you want to make it a beautiful sound, beautiful journey, adventure, something surprising you didn't even think was gonna happen. The good shit. That's the good shit. If you are all-knowing being and have an experience where something surprising you didn't know was gonna happen is the spice, is the shit, it's the orgasm, is what we want. New experience, new something, new ideas, new way of going. And guess what? Apparently, it's all already out there. We just have to connect to it. Apparently, we've been doing it for so long since we never began and never ended. Well, if you never began, then you never end. You're just there, right? Doing it a long time if you want to make it a time thing. So we've covered all the areas. And it's all out there ready for you in infinite variations, always changing depending on what your thought structures are. You control the ship. It's your personal reality. Get a hold on that. Get a hold on that. Part of a growing personal realities, if you want to look at it that way, is going through the phase of darkness. The incubator, the crucible, the oven, your little cookies, your scrumptious little cookies. Just eat you up. Yes, I could. Eat all you right up. But in the oven more you need to be. Growing personal realities. Consciousness is for me. I was going to say you and me, but it just came out for me. I guess if it's my own personal reality, that's true. See, I've cleansed the doors, baby. I found out the true infinite me. And I found out deliberately focusing. There's a new meaning to the phrase follow your bliss. Follow your nose. The yellow brick road. Your body resonance. Your for me. For me. For me and only for you. I'm following my body resonance right now. It has picked up in my feet. Ooh, buddy. So now I'm focusing on that. And letting my hands do it. One, do a little more by itself than usual. As I try to focus on my feet. And a key thing to do is not care about the little weird movements you're doing. The Creole movements, or if you're not pre-cognizing you're going to do these movements ahead of time, there's a lot of times when you're focused on the connection deeply, you'll start doing these movements. could be anything. Could be ticks. Could be like quick movements. Could be moving with your nose. I tend to do all these, and I'm doing a little bit right now. But as I talk about it, they seem to be fading. But as I'm less connected, I gotta remember to stay connected on those footsies. Yeah, baby. And don't worry about the movements. Just let it do what it's gonna do. If you've ever seen a real channeler, they don't worry about what they do when they get ready about 10-20 seconds before they're doing it. No matter how weird it is. And now some people could act it. So lots of people will see someone doing something like, man, that's it. That's the cake. And they get really good at mimicking it. You know, nothing wrong with that. They get really good at it. But they were missing a key component. And that's the experience behind the stuff and the feeling and the mood and all the days you've ever been alive, what feelings you were feeling and thoughts you've created up to this point and what your belief system. If they don't have all that down, they're just copying it. And unless through that copying they open a funnel up through their own imagination and creativeness through you and they start going off in their own direction, using you as a platform, well then, that's pretty good. There's nothing wrong with that. That's why I was telling someone I don't like American Idol and all that shit. I say once those shows came out, they funnel all the creative people into like that. They funnel all hopes and dreams right down to the show, reality show, which is really just entertainment. And some of them may go on to do other things, use it as a good experience, but for the most part, it kills real art. It doesn't have to, I guess. Someone can go there with the right fortitude and blow the place up with real art. But it's poor saps, man. Everyone thinking that that's their ticket. That's not your ticket. You have infinite ways to get to where you want to be. And guess what? It might not be the way you think it is. You're going to have to do a bunch of twists, turns, and cutbacks. Things you don't know whatever, and then boom, you find your, oh, well, look at that. If I didn't do that, that didn't happen kind of thing, you know? But yeah, these are American, you know, whatever, though. I think about that too much. I would never join one of those. I never, way back when I first started practicing guitar, I actually stood in line for one. Ugh, worst experience. That's horrible. I look back now, like, what was I thinking? But I was a different person back then. I was more in the mode of trying anything to make it, you know, even though my skills weren't quite there yet, but you don't see it at the time, even though I was skillful and I could see myself getting better at it. But I would never do that now. Enter a contest? Maybe a contest, depending on some stuff, but not like that. Not like American Idol or any of that shit. Not when the internet's around and everyone's connected on the backsplash anyway. You don't gotta do it that way. You don't gotta be fooled into thinking you gotta go one way. Everyone funnel over here. Come on, cattle. Come on. Get all these creative people off the streets who can't be having that. Nah, but it's not working, obviously. It's the internet. You know, you can't. All you gotta do is go on the internet. You'll find all the people doing weird shit, good shit. Weird shit is good shit. What a time to be alive. Say things 3 times if I deem them important, because what you're doing is utilizing more of your airtime, your now moment. That's the only thing you have on something preferred. And if you're utilizing your now moment on something preferred, you're not utilizing your now moment on something not preferred, because there is only one now moment, and you can only focus in a certain kind of way on one thing at a time. You may split your focus on multiple things, but it's not your full focus. You may alternate your focus really fast. That's not focusing on one thing, more than one thing at a time. You got your airtime. What are you doing with it? What are you doing for right now? I'm creating something and feeling good as shit right now, and it's been doing it for a while now. If you just count the song, right? So that's my airtime, being creative and feeling good as shit, and knowing that I control my connection. So what that means is I could have been saying, using that airtime to say, think of 5 different things, like regret about this, pissed off at this person, what am I going to do here, pick these 5 things. That could have been my airtime. And that airtime segment makes it so that more airtime segments like that have the potential of coming up in your reality. For me, I'm going to get more airtime segments like this. So feeling confident, feeling like I know who the fuck I am, feeling like I control my connection, feeling like I create my reality, and knowing, look at this shit. Look at this shit. And it's good. So I'm going to get more segments that now come to me like that, because I've been focused on it for a while. And I'm just talking about this song. That's the only airtime you have. You don't have any other time than now. What are you doing with it? Because it's going to be coming to you again. To see if you still want to do that a little stronger. Focus. Think of like all these things going up through your focus. Could be bad or good, you know, and you're focusing at different times of day at different things. And they're all just jostling. What's the most? What's this? So you're mostly just afraid of what you're going to do in the next month or two, because say you're getting evicted or something. I'm just making shit up here. And so that is getting focused on. So that is starting to rise up. And the other shit that's kind of like that will get pulled along with it. All the fearful shit will get pulled along. And everything that's not fearful will kind of get faded away as these, you change your focus. Now me, all the creative shit, fun, beautiful, awesome, good feeling shit is rising up and being more evident. While everything else, I'm not using my airtime on, because I can't. If I'm focusing wholly on the good shit, I can't be that focused on the bad shit. They're not coming to my experience as much. I make a right turn instead of a left, and I miss that red light, or I miss that person trying to trip me, or I miss that person throwing a rock at me and hiding their hands. Why do I miss it? I'm not focused on it. I'm focused. My airtime is focused on other shit. It's like it's just the way it works. Now here's the kicker. I believe that that's the way it works now, and it took me some lifetime to foster and create this belief and actually be genuine and not just be faking it. Right? I got that. That's something. That's something. That's something. Right? That's belief. I believe that now. So it's locked in that the universe is going to keep showing me segments that reinforce that belief. What do you believe? Right? You can't change your belief. No matter how much momentum you get on something, you can eventually change it, especially if your belief system structures are suitable for that. But you could believe anything. Now I could say I believe this, right? And I believe it to be the truth, right? But the real truth is, more than that I know I create my own reality, and that I know I'm talented, and I'm fucking beautiful, and I'm full of love, and I'm a human-ish, and I'm this, I'm that. More than knowing any of that, I've got to know that the belief is king. It lies under that, or above that, and around that. The belief is what's true. So if I believe something else, something completely opposite what I believe in, or a variation of what I believe in, or just don't even really think about what I believe in at all, and I'm just fucking raw dogging it out here, then the universe will then take that and give that to you. So you see how there's no truth. Your truth is your truth. Everyone has their own truth that is true. So all this arguing, it's kind of like a misconception of how things work. I wish I had an analogy come to my head about it, but nothing came, so whatever. So it doesn't matter what I believe. It's not like it's true. The real truth is what you believe will be shown to you again and again, what you really truly believe. And there's so many variations of that, from not believing anything pretty much, which is kind of maybe be a belief in itself, and to believing, say what I believe. And then anything in between or outside of that, anything you can think of. The universe will take that, no biases. Oh, that's what you believe? Oh, let me just give you more of that so you can be sure that's what you believe. You can get down that rabbit hole without knowing this, and you just get one of the most amazing adventures of shit. It's like a fucking adventure creating machine. Personal reality, creating consciousness, creating, growing, nurturing. It all just seems to work. It's like all the cliche things you always heard, how there's so many levels, as above, below, it's a mirror, and blah blah blah. You get to a point where you see how no, it's always been true. They've always been telling us, but it just, like I was talking about earlier, how you have two pictures, the same picture with different description on the bottom, and read them will change the pictures in your mind, or change that person's face in your mind to an evil person or happy person, even though both pictures are the same. It's the same thing with your. It's guys. Let's figure this out. If you think you got to figure something out, the universe will keep giving you something you think you got to figure out, something you don't know. Think about that. Maybe you don't want to not know anymore. Maybe you know it all. People say, most wise people, I always say, you become the most wise when you know nothing. This is true. But maybe there's another level. You know what the fuck is going on. Now, if belief is king, if I really truly believe that I know what's going on, then when the universe has to show me the match, there's no biases, right? So there's no stigma on thinking you know it all, right? It's just when you get a group of beings doing this that haven't figured it out, they come up with all these sayings and things that work and are true on certain levels. That's interesting. Just when I started picking up a guitar, which was kind of for a girl, kind of how it started. But it worked out. And then if you would have transported me to here and have me sit down on this bed, that version of me watch what I'm doing, like, well, damn, damn, look at my hair. This is what I'm doing. This is me. Whatever many years, this is what I'm doing. I wouldn't have believed it. Wouldn't believe it at all. Wouldn't believe it. Like, what the fuck am I talking about? I don't even understand. What am I saying? But that's the crevice. That's the gap of belief and understanding. You can use your hindsight, your own life, to kind of get around to encompass that for yourself. It's about the feeling, guys. Follow your bliss. 3222. I should have stopped it. How does that always work? That happens like. I'm telling you, man. It's telling me that I am on the right path. That's all it's telling me.